Alright, so I have been debating to do this freaking YouTube channel for the longest time. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it because I'm like a huge overthinker, and I think about like, is the content gonna be like useful or valuable for you people, watching, and other creators or other videographers or people who want to learn more about editing and stuff like that, This has been one hell of a journey, and I'm excited just to share with you guys. The 3 things that I have learned throughout this entire process. It's very fun when it comes down to like videography and doing these things and traveling the world and doing things with amazing, extraordinary people. You don't just end up in that spot. There's a lot of things you have to do like on your own time, things that you have to put in work for, and whatever it is that you want to pursue in your career in videography or content creation, whatever it is, there's a lot of moving parts when it comes down to media. And I think, Instagram and everything like that, we've like isolated what content can be, because now we see things on a phone, that's like this. You're there for a few seconds, and I think sometimes that puts us in a bubble to where we have to create things for people to watch and engage with, and, all those things, this number that is also your followers, But I think then we lose the aspect of what videography is, like what creating is. Like these things are extremely fun. And what you should do is create things that you want to create, do things that you want to do. Whatever it is that you enjoy, someone else out there is going to enjoy. And they're going to want to hire you for the things that you do. And you're just going to learn more and more and more. So with that being said, I'm going to go train. I have a garage gym. Most people who follow me on Instagram already know that I have a garage gym. And I'm going to train. I did power cleans and legs yesterday because I'm on my way to climbing up to 315. And it's been like a thing that I've been trying to do for like the longest time, and I want to get it. So that's going to be mine. But other than that, I'm going to be doing a lot of push today. So we're going to do some chest, some shoulders. And if you're a videographer out there and you don't train, you should definitely do it. Because, come on guys. Look, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to be like this all the time. You're going to have to train. First of all, this thing is not light, okay? So if you want to be out there freaking working for hours or whatever, it's important to take care of yourself. Eat right, train. I would say sleep, but then I'd be a hypocrite because I do not sleep as well. But let's go train, and I'm going to go and tell you the first thing that I have learned throughout this videography journey, media journey, whatever it is you want to call it. But yeah, also too, my name is Matt. Welcome to the channel. All right, let's turn this light on real quick. I don't know about you guys, but I always wait last minute to change batteries and stuff, like when that shit's like dead, All right, we're gonna have to bring this sucker up, right? I'm shooting on the 50, but I don't even know if that's even gonna be like the best for this, at least for in the garage. All right, I think it's still too high. Is that cricket or what? Are we cricket? Yeah, we're fucking hella cricket. And we're like crazy overexposed, guys. How come y'all didn't tell me this? Ooh, okay. All right, I like it. All right, so check it out. First thing that I have learned throughout this whole journey is always be the one to ask. Just ask. I think the most important thing is whenever you're starting to do something and you don't know, or you're not sure, right? Or maybe you want to build your portfolio or whatever the case may be, just ask. You might think the people that are going to say no, you might think that they're going to say no, but they most likely might not say no. A lot of people need content for whatever it is that they're doing. When I first started, I did like 50 to 60 free photo shoots here locally in Houston. And the reason why I did that was because I didn't know how to use my camera, but also because I was trying to build a portfolio and my name here where I live, so that people see my work through other people's pages and stuff like that, and obviously my own. So I wanted to build a portfolio to where I had some sort of credibility, and people can see like my work, because obviously if you have no work to show and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm a videographer, like I would love to do something for you. Okay, well, they have nothing to see. They have nothing to see what it is. So the people that I reached out to are like my day ones. I love all you guys. If you're watching this right now, thank you so much for everyone who said, yes, you can film me, and believed in what I was able to do. And just saw my vision, my goals, my dreams, The other day I had someone talk to me about color grading, right? And if you're watching this, bro, I hope you're doing it. But the thing, whenever I went through shooting with log, was just do it. Just flip the switch. Just take off on your camera, shooting at a camera, you know, the Rec 709 from the camera, and just go log. Just shoot log. Dude, that's the only way you're gonna learn how to color grade. How are you gonna learn how to color grade if you don't color grade? You're just gonna have to learn. You can watch all the courses you want. You can go take a course. You can go this and that. You can ask me a million questions. You're never gonna know how to color grade if you don't just flip the switch and shoot log. Whenever I wanted to learn how to color grade, I told myself, like, yo, Matt, check it out. You're gonna shoot everything in log. You're no longer gonna shoot out of the camera. You're gonna shoot log, period. And I did, and I learned that, you know, there's a view assist setting on your camera where you can see from the monitor, because I'm like, dude, how are you supposed to like expose and do all this stuff on the screen? It's all gray. So then I learned, you know, there's a view assist on there. So then you flip that setting on, boom, now you can see. And then like, okay, well now things are too warm, things are too cold. You're trying to figure out your white balance and all these other things. And it's all systems and trials and failures, and like you're learning throughout this process, and you have to do that. I would have not known how to color grade if I didn't do those things, and if I didn't just switch and to just shoot just straight log. You know what I'm saying? So, but that whole story, this guy asked me a question. I have asked people questions whenever I didn't know how to do an effect. How do you do that flash effect? How do you do that shake effect? How do you do this mask effect? How do you do that? Ask these questions. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out there that do gatekeep, and for you who do that, you're lame. But there's people out there that are willing to show and share what it is that they learned, what it is that they know. And I think that's very important. Biggest thing, number one thing that helped me grow as fast as I did and learn the things that I know now is just ask. Ask, get out there, do more of it. Repetition, repetition, repetition. You get stronger on bench press if you do more reps. You know, you get better at power cleans if you do more reps. You get better at a certain thing if you do more reps. So do your reps. I'm gonna get this warm done real quick though. So, I don't know what you took away from that, but you know what they say, no question's a dumb question? That's completely false. There's a lot of dumb questions out there. But get your answers. That question is gonna get you an answer that could potentially push you over that edge that then has all this success, that has all these things that you can finally create. Ask a question. It can lead you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, I was wondering, this is actually a great fucking angle. This is a good angle. I should do this one earlier. I'm sorry, guys. The other angle was pretty good, but this is a better one. This is the go-to for this spot right here. I gotta remember this shit. You're probably like, dude, Matt, why are you training, bro? This is the fucking, you're a videographer, dude. What, you making training content? No, I'm just working out. You guys are coming along with me. Sorry. Don't be afraid to ask questions, guys. Honestly, don't. The worst thing that people is gonna say is no, right? Hey, dude. So whenever I first started, this is what I would do. I'd be like, hey, my name is Matt. I'm a videographer here in Houston. I don't say like I'm new. I don't say I'm a new videographer, this and that. I'd like to give you a free shoot, just to put some content together and have fun creating something together. And that's basically what I said. You know, nothing like too crazy. You can use this for your business or website. You know, I have this and packages this and that. Like, no, I'm trying to figure my stuff out so that at a time I can then understand this industry and understand how I can actually charge and the things that I can actually say. You know, so that's what I would do. But I always pitched them like of having a good time and having a good time creating content that can inspire and help other people. Because my biggest thing was to do the fitness space first, because those training videos and stuff like that is so empowering and impactful. I love them. And if I could somehow inspire someone to train or get up and work out that day, dude, we're winning. Everyone's winning. They're getting business. I'm learning how to do my edits. I'm learning how to use my camera. Everyone's winning. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just looked at the screen right now and I almost didn't see the recording sign. I was like, oh my God, Matt, did you just forget to record again, bro? 185. Coming at you. Ooh, I got one for you. To close out this first thing that I have learned or whatever. Right now, if you have any question about anything videography-wise, color grading, sound effects, A effect for visual, whatever it is that you might want to ask me, dude, please put it in the comments. I'll get you an answer. And if I don't know it, guess what? I don't know it. And we'll find the answer together. If I get this, Canon's better than Sony. Oh, well, I guess Canon's better. All right, number 2. I don't know why why do you say number 2? Oh, number 2. I get it, we get it, it's a list. The title says it, bro. The top 3 things I've learned. Okay, so secondly, the second thing, base your work off of the value that you can provide versus your like portfolio, right? How can you provide value for that company, for that brand, for that person to then push their mission? The biggest thing that we do, we have such a powerful role, guys, as videographers, as creators. We have such a huge role. Someone that knows how to utilize a camera, how to put an edit together, how to make it look pretty, how to make it sound awesome. We have power that we provide people. That power is how people view that person, that brand, whatever it is, that product. And that's huge. So understand the value that you provide, okay? When you want to grow something so hard that you put everything you have into it, and then it's actually viewed and appreciated by other people, means a lot. And that's why I want you guys to not quit, man. That's why I take number 1 as like something that's like true to you. Ask the questions, get your answers, because that could be the number 1 thing that's stopping you right now. You don't have the answer, so get the answer. And then start to sculpt your brand and what you provide, not just a service. We're not just videographers, guys. We don't just have a cool camera. You don't just show up with a big ass rig and like, oh, look at this, I have a big camera, I'm Sony, I'm Canon. No, you provide value. Provide value to that brand, to that product, to that person. Because the world's gonna see them in a certain way to where they want to purchase something, where they want to go through their coaching program or whatever it is that they have to offer. And that's gonna change their lives. You have no idea how much power you have by using this camera and the skills and talents that you get to create off of this camera. Because what we do is incredible. Marketing, that's the stuff that you see at the Super Bowls, right? Why do people pay millions of dollars to put their commercial on that screen? Because thousands, hundreds, millions, billions of people are watching this. That one video can make someone happy, make someone laugh, make someone sad, connect with someone, relate to someone to where they want to purchase that, where they want to create an environment for that person to then pursue that brand or trust in that brand. That's the power that we have when it comes down to these videos. So number 2, focus on your value and not just a simple service that you provide. See what I'm saying, guys? Look, you always got room to grow, okay? I just did this first little few seconds talking to a microphone that was off. So, trust me, it's all right. I wanted to emphasize more on this whole value aspect because I think it's important that you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna give an example. Whenever you are sharing your value versus just your service, this is what I mean. How do you differentiate between both? So number 1, your value that you give to that company, that brand, is by developing media strategies or a media outlet for other people to view that thing, that person, that brand, whatever, in a way that gains their trust or a way that gains their business, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing, right? We create things to help people sell something or to help someone push out a message or a vision to change the way people are thinking. A service is, hey, I can give you 4 videos for this much. I can give you 2 videos and 10 photos for this much. That is a service. Your value is customer service with that person, how you are with people. I'm a huge people person. So the way that I interact with that person very much demonstrates who I am. And I like to get to know that person more so before we even start talking about anything else. Because I want to know that I'm going to be able to work with you and be able to function with you. So my value is that. That's one value piece that I want to be able to provide to that person, that brand, that product, whatever. And the other thing that you want to be indispensable, right? As in someone that you have to be the only outlet. You are the only answer to that person, to that brand. You're the only answer that's going to help them get to where they want to be at. That is extremely valuable. So however you work this camera, however you work your edit, however you work the way you piece this together in such a masterpiece type of way to where someone else sees it, they view it, they get emotionally attached, they relate to it, they feel it. And because you did that, that helps that person trust that brand, that person more, which then gains their service to that person, and you've helped that person push their message out further. That's valuable. That's not just a service, that's value. So whenever I say value over service, that's what I'm talking about. Damn, trying to say all that after just did a set and had this fucking belt on. You know what's funny? I don't even know why I put this belt on. I just wanted to feel hugged, you know. Doing these sets sometimes gets very difficult, so just like, you know, just like, it's okay, Matt. You got it. Finish the rep out. Finish the rep out. You know, this whole filming yourself thing is kind of difficult, dude. You know, actually, I just got these new bar stools. These are brand new. Not brand new, but probably like just a few days, or maybe a week old. But yeah, I'm actually really happy I got them because now I can do this. You know, it's like perfect. Okay, so this is gonna be like a test. I just want to see how this looks like for right now. Obviously, I just got back up here. I was working out, right? Got back up here, freaking cooked some turkey with white rice and avocados. Took a shower, and then now I'm sitting here. Trying to think about like how I'm gonna do this last part, because I think this last part's gonna be really meaningful, and I want you guys to take away some value from all these things, from the 3 things that I will have gone over in this video period. But I want this one to be good, best for last, right? There's still so much more, but I just want you just to focus on these 3 things that I'm covering in this whole video, all right? So I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna wash this real quick, make sure it looks good, so we can run this. Okay, see, I changed this up a little bit. See what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, this looks actually pretty sick. So we got the blue light in the back. Okay, we got some other cool light in the corner over here. I turned the living room light off. Okay, fan's still going because, you know, you gotta stay cool in here. But we got some lights up here. This is just all natural light or whatever. Not natural light, but like light I have it's in the apartment. I don't have any key lights or nothing like that. So, okay, yeah, so let's get into it. Number 3. First of all, if you made it this far, thanks so much. I appreciate you big time. I'm happy you're here to learn. And if you want to learn more or watch more of these videos, because you like hearing me talk or whatever the case may be, I'm giving you some value. Just, you know, do what you do here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like something, also too, let me know. You know, hey, Matt, your videos suck, bro. Let me know. The comments are here for you guys, okay? Give me some feedback, some criticism, whatever it is you want to just put out there so that I can see. Let me know. But number 3. Why you say number 3, bro? You said number 2, number 3. That stuff is so lame to me. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, the last thing here. From what I have learned throughout my process of being a videographer, having my own company, and doing this and doing that, providing my value to people, not service, value. The final thing on this list here would be my 2 C's, which is like something that I kind of like go by whenever it comes down to just videography and what we do as creators and content creation, just making things, you know, and making it look cool or whatever the case may be. Stop complaining and stop comparing. Okay, these are like the 2 things I've told myself over and over again. Stop complaining. This can kind of umbrella effect around, you know, why aren't I good enough, or why is this not working well for me? Why haven't I been successful in this videography realm yet? Stop complaining about the things that is not happening the way you want to happen yet. Work on the things that you have full control over, okay? Edit better, film better. It's not necessarily always about your gear, okay? So stop thinking about that stuff too, okay, guys? Yeah, 4K, 6K, 8K, my camera's bigger, it looks cooler. Like, okay, who cares? This camera, right, provides value. My phone camera provides value, okay? Anything that you film and put out there was going to provide some sort of value some sort of way. Stop worrying about, I need the best next camera gear. And I can say this and you can hear me, but guess what? I did it too, okay? I bought the newest, coolest thing. It said 4K, freaking 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second. I was like, oh, hell yeah, give me that, okay? So I've done it. Everyone does it, right? So people who are now at the top or whatever, they're doing good in their media career, videography career, photography career, and they keep saying, stop, buying the newest equipment. They also did it too. That's why they're saying it to you. It's because we understand that it's not always the equipment. Okay, yes, equipment is going to obviously demonstrate certain things, but your skill. I can have a camera that's extremely affordable, and I can do better that people buy a camera that's like 10 grand. Oh, it's got freaking log this, log that, 20-bit, 1,000 this, and all this crazy stuff, and 1,000 frames per second this. Like, okay, cool. How are we going to demonstrate and provide value to someone that's hiring us to make sure that what people are seeing is of value to that brand, that company? Doesn't matter about this stuff, guys. Okay, cool. You have a cool microphone, you have a cool lens, sick. What can you do with it, okay? Stop comparing your work to other people, okay? If you compare your work to mine, you need to stop doing that shit too. Do your work. Do what you feel is best and what looks nice to you, okay? Whatever looks good to you, that's what you're gonna run, and that's gonna be awesome. People are gonna like that. All right, you don't have to compare this, compare that. When I used to compare my work to other people, all right, I'd be like, damn, dude, how come my videos aren't that good yet? How come my videos aren't like that yet? Like, I want my videos like that. But for me, it would drive me, okay? It would push me. But it also had a lot of cons, a lot of negative effects where I'm not good enough, or this is not this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, maybe I should be doing something else, you know? And trust me, I've looked at other jobs to do aside from media, because there's been plenty of times where I wanted to quit, 100%, and that's normal, okay? Stop complaining about it. Stop comparing your work. Focus on you, what you have control over, and be the best version that you can be, okay? If you keep comparing yourself and focusing on other people, how the hell are you supposed to focus on yourself to get better? You can't. You just can't. You're focusing all your energy into other people, all external. And you're not worrying about what's happening here. How can you be better? Replace complaining and comparing with challenge and chase, okay? I highly recommend that you challenge yourself in every sort of way. The best way that you can become better at what you do is, I've never been a huge believer, and I've always hated people telling me, you need to niche down, sticking to fitness, right? Sticking to doing this. No, I don't want to do that, dude. I want to do video, bro. I want to do better at video. I want to do better headshots. I want to get better at lighting, at sound. I want to get better at filming, at angles. I want to get better at this. I just want to get better at this in general, period, right? And you do that by doing other things. If you are into product, right? Try to film headshots. Try to do portraits. Try to do lifestyle. Jump into fitness. Do a car video. Like, challenge yourself. See what you're good at, right? See what you're not good at and challenge that. The best way that I got better at doing what I do is I challenge myself to get into rooms and situations where I didn't know exactly how it's going to plan out. But you know your fundamentals. You know what you have control over, right? Okay, has to sound good, has to look good. I can do that, right? Do I need to have a steady hand for a moving shot, for a walking shot? Cool. Do I shoot this scene twice just to have a backup? Do I do one handheld, one gimbal? Yes, do that. Just in case. You have full control, guys. Girls, you have full control over what you have on this camera. It's all on you. So guess what? Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. And lastly, replace complaining and freaking comparing yourself with challenge, but also chase. Chase whatever the fuck you want to chase. Whatever it is you have out there, whatever goals and dreams that you want to achieve, whatever company brand you want to work for, chase that shit, right? Chase it full force and don't let up. Don't let people tell you can't achieve it. Don't let people say, oh, it's too big of a goal. Don't let the view of them and what they're putting out, right? Don't compare your work and say, I'm not good enough for that. Chase that. If you want to be that, chase it. Because guess what? What's going to happen is that you're going to develop so many other skills that is going to one day be of extreme value to that brand, that product, that person, and they're going to want to hire you. And because of all that, because you replace complaining and comparison with freaking challenge and chasing, now you are where you want to be at. So to recap, number one, ask your questions. Whatever it is you have in here, whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, what's the best mic to use? What's the best HDMI cable? How'd you use that effect? How'd you do that color grade? Are you shooting with the Promise filter? Is that an ND filter? How'd you get such clean shots outside midday with the sun all the way up without overexposing? How'd you expose like that? Whatever questions you have, freaking ask them. If you want to work with someone, ask. If you want to get better at something, you have to practice. Ask people, can I shoot you? Can I shoot you? Can I shoot you? Can I shoot you? Ask. You will never get anywhere if you don't open your mouth and ask and put yourself in these situations. You're only going to get better. You're only going to get better. Number two. This thing is just like, I don't know why I list these things. Second to the first, value over service. You have a value you provide. It's not just a service, guys. If you just say, hey, I'm giving you a service, okay, you're just like anybody else. You're a generic videographer, okay? Provide value to that company. Provide value to that brand, to that person. You have a specific skill and talent that you have that you do specifically with this tool. Provide that value. Okay? That's going to help you also just elevate yourself. You're going to position yourself at such a higher position that you're not just going to just be stuck with, I'm just a videographer. I can only charge this much. You know what I'm saying? If you provide a value, people see that value. I need that. I want that. That's going to help me grow. I need this person. I need this person. Value, not service. Lastly, stay away from the two C's, complaining and comparing, and replace them with challenge and chase. Super simple. I already explained that all, so you're good. What else? What else do people do on YouTube? ASMR? Or beatbox? Actually, you know what? The people that do this stuff with the pens, that shit is crazy, dude. And they be doing that stuff is gnarly. Thanks for watching my first video. This has been very a thing I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've been asking a lot of friends and this and that, like, hey, should I do it? Should I do it? Yes, do it, bro. Just do it. People want to hear you, man. And I think people like watching me on camera. I don't like being in front of the camera a lot, but we need to change that this year. Okay, that was my goal, 2025, and it's gonna happen. So, thanks for watching my first video. It's your boy Matt. I'll see you later.